Hello and welcome to this pick a card covering the next 3 months. If you are watching this when it drops, this will be talking about the time it's recorded, which is right before the solstice in June 2023, and this will take us all the way to September and Mabon. This is also a timeless reading that you can watch anytime you might need some guidance about the upcoming time frame of just in general the next 3 months. Before we dive in, I want to wrap us all in love, light, and light love, inviting in the spirit guides who overlight this work. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, the Pleiadians, and a host of many others. Dragons and wolf shifters and fairies and elementals and angels and all that good stuff. All those good friends joining us here. All are welcome in this sacred space. So settle in if you're new. Hang out with us for a while and see how you vibe with the TLC for the Soul Loveland Tarot Tribe. If you're returning, I want to thank you so much for continuing to follow the work, continuing to stop by and hang out with us as we get to another interesting time period ahead. Got all sorts of cards to draw here, and these 3 cards that are already sitting here actually came out this morning on the short I did. So I did a YouTube short. I also posted it over on Instagram as a reel for the next 3 months, and these were the 3 cards that came out for the 3 months, but we're going to use them here in this extended reading as placeholders for your pick a card, and we'll dive more into the next 3 months to for each pile that is chosen. So the placeholders, the first one, and you'll notice before I dive right in, and I said this on the short, was like they're all pink cards. So I found that very interesting because the intent for the short was to pick a card for one for each of the 3 months, and they all were pink. There's many different colored flower cards in this Flower Therapy deck by Robert Reeves. So I did find it very interesting. And the short little message we got there was the next 3 months are all about romance, whatever that means to you, self-love, self-care, and self-mastery. So very important topics. Before we just dive in, I'm going to show you each of the 3 cards, and I have noticed that this phone is having trouble focusing lately, and some of these readings appear blurry to me when I've looked at them. So I've ordered a new phone. Yay, I haven't had a new phone in quite some time. So I think I've had this phone for like 3 or 4 years. So I've ordered a new phone. It'll be here in the middle of next week, and hopefully after that we're not seeing these weird issues with focus. So, and maybe that's something that will be resolved before I even dive in. Maybe that's something, I just let the guides guide me here, okay? So don't expect like all my readings to just pick a card. Like a pick a card is normally where you pick the piles and then you get on with it, lady. It's a little bit different. Things may be out of focus right now. There may not be a lot of clarity around certain situations in your life, and maybe it is around those areas, around romance, around self-love, self-care, self-mastery, mastering your emotions, your thoughts, your just mastering yourself and how you react to things. And I think pretty quickly here, those things are going to start coming more into focus. Things are going to start being revealed, and if you're watching this when it drops, and I know many people check in on these videos at many different times, but right around this solstice window in June, there's a big shift and a big change in the energy dynamics. And for a lot of people, especially my star seeds that are watching, and the guides are saying twin flames that are watching, because this, yeah, I'm getting big chills with the twin flames. Because this channel, Loveland Tarot, has a big focus on the twin flame dynamic as well. And we've got a whole twin flame series and a playlist that I've been working on for this channel as well. So no matter where, yeah, they keep giving me chills with the twin flame thing. So I know we've got a lot of twin flames or potential twin flames watching. And so that is something that's kind of been out of focus, so to speak. Like, where is this all going? What does this all mean? What is this whole thing all about? And we're going to get some more clarity, I think, coming at this June solstice, be it the summer solstice for the northern folks or the winter solstice for the southern folks. That doesn't really matter. There's this big shift in energy. And you know, one of the big buzzwords of this channel is like so many chills. So they're already starting with the chills. I have a feeling, and we're going to be allowing confirmations for you in this reading about what's going on in the next 3 months. And sorry, there's that dang focus again. I have to keep messing with the focus. So the pile 1 is going to be about balanced friendships. This is your anchor card, the card you're going to pick from. Your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. So this is going to be my pile 1 people. My pile 2 people, and that was what the heck was that? A Gerbera Daisy was the balanced friendship card. This one is the Carnation, and this one is Trust. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on just 1 second. I'm going to try to get some of the outside light away. Maybe that'll make a better difference. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance that you seek. So this is going to be for my pile 2 people. And pile 3 people, we've got Be Positive. Is it bromelade or bromelade? I don't know. You know, I don't really do the best we can. Your thoughts can shape your experience. So be sure to focus on the positive. All right. So go ahead and pick your pile based on, if you like the color pink, you might want to pick all 3 piles. And we're going to jump right in here with pile 1. So we will see you there. Hello, pile 1. Hello. You chose balanced friendships, the Gerbera African Daisy. Your friendships work best when there's equal share of giving and receiving. So we were getting big pings from Spirit in the opener and the intro, if you didn't watch that, regarding twin flames. This channel seems to just want to be a twin flame channel for some reason. This Loveland Tarot channel. I have a sister channel, TLC for the Soul, on YouTube, where we cover a wider range of topics. But every time I get on Loveland Tarot, it seems to want me to talk. Spirit seems to want me to like direct these messages towards twin flames. So, you know, I'll do as I am guided here. And these readings go up on my podcast, TLC for the Soul, which is at any major podcast provider. You will find us, because I do find that even though it's a podcast, many people still do listen in to the readings over there. So however you join us. Also, I do write many books, channeled fiction and nonfiction books. I just want to put this out there because they're free to read for everybody. So there's many different, twin flames is a big topic of a lot of my fiction books. So any links of anything I talk about the links are always in the show notes or the video descriptions of this show. So you can take a look at that. And if you're interested in any of my card decks that I create and design, you know, all of that good stuff is in there as well. I use many of my own decks on this channel. What we're going to do here is I opened up the card drawer where all my cards are at. And I want to use some little decks that I haven't used in a while. And I walk around to do my readings. I'm thankfully blessed with a wireless mic. So I may walk around and pick up things that I'm guided to pick up. So, you know, just relax, go with the flow, hang out with me. Okay, what I brought in is, and if you're coming in from the camera, I usually come in from the left-hand side. I brought this little box, like twin sisters on this little box. And we're going to, there's like these little mini loteria cards in here. I'm just going to grab some out as if they were charms. This is fortune teller. I'm just going to pick some of these up. And just toss a few down and see what we get here. All right. We got La Bota, the boot. Uh-oh. The boot. Somebody getting the boot. We got La Escalera, the ladder. You would think. My first partner was Spanish, and I went with him for 18 years. And his father didn't speak any English, and you would think out of all that time I would have learned Spanish, but I didn't. Well, I kind of know a little bit, but forgive me. The pronunciations of some certain things. La mariposa is the butterfly. And I don't know what I'm doing with these. I'm just placing these as I'm guided to place them. We're going to do something. Oh, el gallo? Pico de gallo, yeah, el gallo, the rooster. Oh, gosh. I have a rooster. A real one, not a pretend one. Let's see. And then, what the heck is this? It's so tiny. Oh, La Ardilla? I don't know. He's a squirrel, though. He's super cute. And he's in a tree. Looks like we're making some sort of cross. So balanced friendship is in the middle of all of these things. The boot, the rooster. It looks like the rooster's card number 1. The ladder is card number 3. La bota is 29. That breaks down to an 11, which is the 2. The butterfly and the squirrel. I feel like I want to rearrange these. There's something about getting grounded and being grounded. The squirrel and that rooster. Mother, jeez, goodness. Let me see if I can get you better in on the cards here. There's something about the rooster. Gosh darn it, see? And perfectionism. All right, what does this have to do with balanced friendships? I want some cards to go with this. I don't have a Loveland Tarot deck yet. I'm working on it. Oh, Loveland Spring. All right, my Loveland Spring deck. Okay, you guys, I try to shuffle on camera. This is my Loveland Spring deck. What does this have to do? The next 3 months. Loveland Witch Supply. Time to brush up on your craft. Practice is key right now in order for you to move forward. 1 free Eye of Newt with every purchase. I think they want me, usually the way I do these is like lay them all out and then kind of create a storyboard. All right, I'm going to get my Twin Hearts deck. This is my kind of Twin Flame deck. There's a lot of light language that comes out of me. So, you know, if you don't know what it is and it sounds weird to you, just ignore it. And if you are interested and you resonate with it, then there's attunements and activations in there for you. Just take what resonates with you from all of this stuff and leave the rest if it doesn't. The card that we got here is the focus. It doesn't matter where we go as long as we're together. Next to the ladder. What is going on in this? Oh, come on. Thank goodness for... I don't know. Let's see. What other deck do we want to use? The animals. Okay, we'll get an animal. This is actually going somewhere. This is the Animalkin Oracle by Sarah Wilder. I think this must be first edition because I saw that she redid the deck and it's much bigger now. Let's see. What animal spirit's coming out for you? Pile number 1. What's going on with you for the next 3 months? You got 2 animals. You got the water dragon and the seahorse. Love. Oh, and you got balance twice. Balanced friendships in love. A balanced love. I'm still interested in this boot. Why is it by the Loveland Witch Supply? La Bota. It reminds me of like you're giving somebody the boot. You know, that's like a term, right? Give somebody the boot. Maybe you just had a breakup. Be giving someone the boot. What's my last shaman's drum? All right, I'm gonna use my deck shaman's drum, and then we're gonna try to put the next 3 months together for you. And this is my deck as well. What is this light language wanting to say to you? Whew. Okay. You got powwow. Come together in celebration of your life. Join with others in a heartfelt dance. So I think your next 3 months is all about balancing work, romance, rest, and play. Work, romance, rest, and play. With the boot, I think that's just, I do feel like there could be for some of you, like you are coming out of a relationship where, you know, things didn't go so well and you've been really focused on wanting to upgrade to somebody that's more aligned with you now, because with this ladder and this butterfly, I feel like you've really done a lot of work on yourself, and you are emerging from this cocoon of, you know, this past breakup and working on yourself and taking care of yourself, and you've been practicing quite a bit on because this is Loveland Witch Supply, and then this is all about magical work, like witch supplies, love potion, there's a witch, there's a frog, there's a rattle going on. So I think you've been kind of focused on your own craft, whatever that means to you. Maybe it has been spell casting to bring somebody in, although I do find that once you kind of rise in your spiritual practice to certain levels where you kind of move, it's kind of like you balance between earth magic, what I call earth magic, which could be working with, you know, your Wicca or your pagan stuff or your shamanism stuff, because we had a shaman's drum card come out, working with your coven or your craft, or maybe you're a singular solitary practitioner. But I feel like there's, yes, like, oh, so many chills. You're a solitary practitioner and you've been focused a lot on your craft, while at the same time working on your spiritual self, trying to ascend higher in your spirituality. And that's happening really just for everybody on the planet. But some people are more ahead of the curve than others. So some people are ascending, quote unquote, ascending faster. So awakening to who they are, awakening to what's going on the planet, wanting to rise higher, you know, having all the light body activations. If you're a starseed, you're very aware of other dimensions and other things going on that are outside of the, you know, stuff that's more subliminal in nature. Like you can see through certain things that are going on in the 3D world. And I feel like the next 3 months you're just going to continue to progress there, as all of Gaia, all of Earth is on that ascension path. But there's some of you, like I said, that are more aware of it than others. There's some of you that are what I call my gatekeepers and my grid keepers and my dragon keepers and dragon guardians, and you see things from a much different perspective than a lot of other folks out there. And so that may be why you're a solitary practitioner. That may be why you live on the edge of the village or whatever, so to speak. It could be physically or metaphorically. Kind of like here, I live on my street. I'm at the end of my street. I have one person on one side of me. They're kind of far off. I have a river behind me. I have nothing in front of me. And to the right of me, up a trail, I have a huge, gigantic Indian burial grounds and medicine wheel that's up there. And so I sometimes feel like, I'm this shaman on the edge of it. And, if you watch this channel for a while or any of the sister channels, I don't do anything like anybody else. I do groove to the beat of my own drum. So I think you're one of those people that dances to the beat of your own drum and does your own thing. And you may be an artist or a writer or, something in the creative field happening here. And in this pile, I feel like there's not so much about the twin flaminess of things. Like the twin flame relationship is kind of like not at the forefront of what's happening for you over the next 3 months. Even if you are a twin flame and you don't know it, even you've been drawn to this channel for a reason. So it could be that you're kind of a twin flame in repose, so to speak. Like your journey hasn't been activated yet, but you're still being drawn to this type of content. And so, take what messages resonate. But I think you are working your way up you may hear it called like ascension ladder. And this next 3 months is about you giving yourself time and space to continue to focus on your magical work, continue to focus on your creative work. Maybe you are calling love in, but you just don't know what that means yet right now because you're still fresh from this booted relationship. And so it's like you want your one, but you don't really know what that means. You don't really understand all these concepts about twin flames and all the things that you may start to hear where you're like, what is that? So if you are interested in our twin flame series, which is, like I said, on a playlist on YouTube and on a playlist on Spotify, then you would be what I call my wave one people. You're the people who are kind of just getting the first inklings of what's going on about this whole twin flame thing. And it's like, you're not even sure you want to pursue it. You're not even sure. You just, more so than than you sitting there and saying, I want my twin flame. You're just kind of like, I really wish there has to be somebody out there for me. There has to be my person, my one. But you don't really know, like energetically, logistically, like what that means. It's just a feeling in your heart that there has to be something better than this. My person has to be out there somewhere. And that's kind of what you're continuing to explore over these next 3 months. You're going to start getting those subtle nudges from spirit to explore this whole thing further. And you're going to continue to be kind of gently guided to twin flame content. So it's kind of like how this channel, Loveland Tarot, it did not start out as a twin flame channel. It really didn't. It started out as, I design and create many card decks. I have I don't even know now, 10, 12, 11, 12 decks that I've created and that I use and that are, that I offer to you all if you're interested. They're out there on the Game Crafter website. But I didn't start out as twin flame, and slowly, spirit nudged me to start talking more about twin flames. I am a twin flame. As of the recording of this thing, this episode, I'm not in reunion with my twin flame yet, but believe me, once you start down the path, it's just like destiny. You're just meant to come into reunion and union with your twin. So if you're interested, look at the Twin Flame playlist. Start to ease yourself into the material that's there. And there's not a ton yet. I'm getting ready to do another, there's 3 videos right now. I'm getting ready to do 3 more about the different waves and break them down with more detailed information. But I feel like this next 3 months, you're continuing to explore that. So I think it's a very peaceful, fun, energetically rich time for you right now, where you just allow yourself to receive the messages that Spirit's trying to kind of guide you towards, and allow yourself to kind of maybe just fall down the rabbit hole a little bit with some of these things that are starting to pique your interest. Because by the time we get to Mabon, there's a little bit of a break around the mid-September time, because you will have had harvest come in around Lammas and Mabon, and you're going to be a little tired from all of this work that you're doing right now between now and then. So enjoy this little surge, this little push of energy from Spirit to get you to connect in more deeply with your own craft, these new inklings of love that are coming up, and whatever self-care rituals are meaningful to you. And do the best you can to manage the energy waves by balancing out relationships that you have with other people, balancing out your work, giving yourself plenty of time to rest and relax and recharge, along with all of the other things that are coming in. So let me see. They want me to draw a Mystic Martian Oracle as one final card for this group. Maybe you're also waking up to the fact that you're a star seed. You could be waking up. Yeah, they're pinging me like, yes, so many shells. They're pinging me at the same time. Like, you may be getting these multiple things. Like, oh, Spirit may be showing you like, oh, you're a star seed and you're a twin flame. And you may be like, whoa, what the heck? I remember way, way back when I was like, am I a star seed? It's like all naive. And this psychic friend of mine was like, yeah, it was no big, once you've done it for a while, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, that's no big deal, you're a star seed. But when you're first opening up to it, you're like, oh my gosh, could I be from the stars, So it's all new, and it's all like fun, and it's all exciting to kind of wake up to all these things. And so let's see what this is the, in case you're interested, because this is a really cute deck here. This is not my deck. But this is the Mystic Martian Oracle by Lisa Porter. This is a really cute deck. So we're going to get you a starseed card too for my starseeds. So funny. All right. And you got, oh, yep, see? You got the Galactic Federation. This is card number 22, which is also a twin flame number, collaboration, meetings, and community. So I think you're just starting to wake up to this whole star seed thing as well. You may start being guided to certain, well, when you first kind of open up, I think the Galactic Federation is kind of reaching out to you, and it's nothing new, because you've kind of been working with them unbeknownst to you, like in the energy world, probably at night when you are sleeping, you're up in the ships, or you may be back home somewhere that resonates with you. And I find my starseeds, usually you're not from just one particular location, but you kind of wake up to that star family first. So for me, it was the Lyrans, I would say, and the Pleiadians. So you may start researching, with the help of the Galactic Federation, that they may be your guides, your spirit guides on this starseed journey, to just start researching, or ask them, to show you or send you to content that's going to most resonate with you. So you may start having some old past life recognition of who you are as a starseed, what that means, why you came here to this good old planet Earth, what your soul mission and soul purpose is. I think you've got a busy little 3 months, because they told me there was 3 things for you in this 3 months. So it's the whole starseed thing, it's the twin flame thing, and it's just your craft and your overall ascension and your work that's more earth-based. So again, you may be, like I said, you may be waking up to the fact that you are a grid keeper, a gatekeeper, a dragon guardian, or something like that. It seems like it's three kind of big areas that are opening up to you all at the same time. So wow, that is a lot going on. So no wonder by the time we get to September, on my little month-by-month grid, I made this grid. I think, did I already show it? I made this grid at the beginning of the year. We did a month-by-month reading. By the time we got to September, I wrote, you are toasted. So you, pile one, have got a lot going on. Just to put it out there, you can work with whoever you resonate with, but I do have services for twin flames and star seeds, private sessions. You know, if you want to get together and talk one-on-one about all of this new stuff, it can be a little overwhelming and hard to navigate at first, but if you need help getting on track with that or finding out a little bit more, a link to my services page is in the show notes as well. You can take a look at that and book time with me if you're interested. All right, so my guides are saying that they are complete. And I am excited for you. It's a lot happening. We have a lot of fun. So enjoy the next 3 months, and we will see you again soon. Take care. Hello, Pile 2. Hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining me here. You chose the Trust Carnation card. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance that you seek. Well, as I was telling Pile 1, I noticed there's a lot of problems with my focus on my phone, on my camera. So I've ordered a new phone. So just bear with any focusing issues. I think I may have dropped my phone one too many times here. And we're having those focusing problems. All right, the first thing I'm going to do for us, my pile number 2, I've got my little twin sisters. My little twin sisters mini loteria cards. It says fortune teller. We're just going to pull out a few of these as if they were charms. That is quite a few. What? All right, I can use them like they're cards. Okay. My goodness me, though. That is a lot. Okay, we got the umbrella. And it's raining. That umbrella is up. We got La Calavera. Looks like a skull with a, on top of a book. We got La Bandera, like the Mexican flag. And I like to get everything out on the table here before I start talking about stuff. We've got a pear, La Pera. How do you say it? Pera? Pear? We've got a, I don't know what that is. Looks like a gold wash tub or something. Come on, like a gold wash tub. It's kind of odd. We've got a stork. Yeah, like a stork. El Mundo, you have the world card. Man, if Pile 1 had a lot going on, like you have even more going on. El Arbol, the tree. They want me. Sometimes the design is important. And the cobra. Whoa, the snake. 38. That's an 11. We have an 11. I get some cards here. I'm just kind of listening to what the guides are saying. They want me to get Twin Hearts cards. This is my deck, Twin Hearts. Before we start talking and building the story of the next 3 months, you got I could be with you from dusk till dawn. And we balance each other perfectly. And this card is about trust. Trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance that you seek. It's not you and your person. So I'm saying this is confirmation about you and your person having a lot going on right now. No doubt from all these little cards. So they're saying this is the divine masculine on the left. This is the divine feminine on the right, which is interesting because typically, like for me, that's not my divine. They're like, just go with it. So they're saying the divine masculine is over here on the left with this gold wash tub, the pear, the Mexican flag, or flying a flag, and the stork, La Garza, card number 31. The cobra is at the very bottom of this whole layout here, and on each side, the little Loteria cards are like stairs stepping up. So the divine masculine, in this case, I think both the divine masculine and the divine feminine of this twin flame relationship know about each other. They understand the concepts of being a twin. They understand that they want this union with you. They understand that it's going to take some work to get there, but you both are ascending together with this cobra rising. It's like a serpent rising, and there's only one cobra at the bottom. There's for the other piles, the next 3 months have a lot to do with ascending higher in consciousness, consciousness expanding to open up to different spiritual gifts, powers, who you are as a light worker, a starseed, a twin flame, and all of that. Were some of the other themes of the energetics going on for this 3 months kind of overall, regardless of what group you're in. And I feel like in this group, you are, you're understanding that there's work to be done for this relationship, for your twin. And both of you, with this, we balance each other perfectly, and I could be with you like forever and ever, from dusk till dawn. Both of you, your souls, not even just you physically, I mean, this is coming in at a soul level, that your souls, I'm getting big chills there, are willing to do whatever it takes to come back together again. Whatever work is needed, because there's 4 steps on either side. When I say steps, I'm calling the little Loteria cards steps. There's 4, and the way they had me place them, they've got them like ascending from top to bottom, or bottom to top, like steps. And the number 4 is all about this perfectly balanced, relationship in terms of coming into alignment with each other. But I feel like over the next 3 months, there's going to be great strides in you coming into further alignment. They're not saying you're quite there yet, but you're going to make some big advancements in your soul growth, both of you, in your soul growth together as a twin flame couple. Now, there's kind of 2 sets of you that are going to be drawn to this. Some of you have not met this person yet. Others of you know who they are in the physical. so it's kind of like some of you have not met them yet. You don't even know who they are. It's like the souls have just been activated to ramp up and let's get some of this work done so you can come into alignment with each other so that you can meet. Others, one of you or both of you know who the other is, but you haven't really had any contact with each other. So I find that one to be quite interesting. Maybe it's somebody you know. How can you, wait a minute now, hold on, I gotta question this. Because if my twin was like, because I was kind of like, how could you know this person but not know that they're your twin? Because I'm like, come on, if that person walked up to me, I'd be like, hey, you can't fool me. You can't fool me, spirit. I'm going to know by this energy signature that this is my person. So wait, who are these people? They know who the other, oh, they're saying one knows and the other does not. Okay, that makes more sense. So in this case, one person knows who the other is and knows like, I think this is my person. The other person does not know. So kind of like a secret admirer, I guess, type of scenario. Like one person knows, one person's like, this is my person. And the other person, like, could be you or I don't know which side of the coin you're on. Well, if you and see, it's making me like giddy and nervous. Like this pile 2 is making me like tongue tied. Like I know this is my person, but I don't know what to say. And the person that unbeknownst to them has this secret admirer just feels like there's this person there for them, but they have no idea who it is. And, you know, this is all Spirit's little, like, the games we play, you know, like fun little magical games to bring you all together. This is kind of sometimes how it has to happen is, you know, you get this, like, they got it, secret admirer syndrome. You know, I saw you from afar and the sky lit up around you and you're my one. And I think I get the feeling like you watching this might be the one who has no idea who the person is, but there's this person out there for you. And they're saying this could also this could be a same-sex twin flame relationship as well. I'm getting that a lot because with this flag, they're like telling me like, let your freak flag fly. Can't even say it. Yeah, they're pinging me there. So I may have some same-sex twin flames out there. Yeah, your person is doing a lot of work. So I'm going to say this is your person. And when I say divine masculine, it's just the energy, okay? But I'm going to say you're the one watching this. This is your person, like your quote-unquote secret admirer. They know who you are. They're willing to do what it takes to... They're working on themselves a lot. This golden bucket or whatever, like golden crown. They've been working on balancing themselves out, maybe in more ways than one. I think they're working a lot on their... They're showing me this. They're working a lot on their physical appearance as well. Because they're showing me this pair as if, the little pair card as if like, man, I better get in shape to meet my person. I don't know why this pair has to do with like weight loss in this scenario, but they're saying, you know, like this person feels like they're a little out of shape. They're trying to work on their physical appearance. They're trying to work on their... when you get started on this twin flame journey, about the time you get to wave 2, Spirit is nudging you to like upgrade all areas of your life. So they'll be guided to, well, if they're already knowing about twin flames, you know, then they're already a little bit more spiritually connected than your regular Joe. Because to me, twin flame is like a niche. We're like a niche community. Yeah, big chills. We're not like, you know, just this out. We're not like everybody else. We're not on, I don't know, please, I'm like older, but I don't know what the friggin' dating apps are, but I keep saying Grindr. They're not out there on Grindr like looking for their twin flame counterpart because they understand how this twin flame thing works a little bit because they've had time to research it and read up on it. And this person's very adept at their knowledge of what a twin flame is, which is very interesting. So your divine masculine, be it a feminine or a man or a woman, whatever, is very up to speed on what a twin flame is all about. So that's pretty cool. And they're working on themselves a lot. And they are trying to get in shape. They're working on their spirituality. Same thing with the stork. This is kind of all about higher learning, higher attainment. spiritual gifts and powers. They may be coming into more of, usually if it's a divine masculine energy that's predominant in this person, then they're awakening to their divine feminine energy, which means spiritual gifts and powers start coming online more, so their intuitive senses are heightened and start ramping up. They may be practicing more with, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all of those things. And they're having me like rub my neck a lot on the divine. So this person has a very demanding work life, I think, and they're doing their best to balance that work. What is it? Like work-life balance? The work-life balance. And they're trying to get better at, delegating work, and they're saying they may be a little bit older, like not in college, but out of college, already graduated from higher learning. They're saying, golly, the guys, but it's so funny sometimes. So I get the feeling that this person is a little bit more mature, not mature, but physical age is a little bit older than you. Okay, so this person is a little bit older than you. This is not their first rodeo. They're a little bit more experienced, and they've had a little bit more time to devote to their spiritual work and taking care of themselves. So you're coming in as the younger divine feminine energy, be you male or female, and you're on this side over here. You're the I could be with you from dusk till dawn. You have the tree, the skull with the book, the umbrella with the rain, and the world card at the top. And this whole thing with the trust card in the middle is for you kind of finding a twin flame teacher, guide, guardian, energy worker, or something that you really resonate with, and kind of sticking with that person so that you get clear confirmation about what's going on. Because you're kind of my wave 2 people, and I've got a whole twin flame series that I've been working on for this Loveland Tarot channel. It's a playlist on the YouTube channel, and if you're listening to this on the TLC for the Soul podcast, then it's a playlist in Spotify. But you guys need the most support. Well, all the freaking waves need support, but I think wave 2 really needs a lot of support and kind of hand holding through the whole twin flame process. And I can't say either side of this equation has it easier than the other, meaning the divine masculine versus the divine feminine. But I do feel like when you're the person who doesn't know who the other person is, you're sitting around waiting, you're not even sure sometimes, like, is this even real? Because you have no other person in mind. The divine masculine that we've already talked about here on the left-hand side of the table, they know who you are in the physical 3D world. And so to me, they have a little bit of an advantage because they are this quote-unquote secret admirer, and they do have a little bit more to go by. You, the divine feminine, don't have that, and you're just kind of hanging out, knowing that I think you're feeling this person in your heart and your soul, because that's kind of how the twin flame journey gets, activated. But you have no physical 3D evidence of who this person is. And I think that can be very disconcerting. That's what my journey has been like. And you need a lot, during wave 2, you need a lot of comforting and confirmation to help you keep going and to help you stay on track, and to help you not give up. And it's not that you could ever really give up on this journey, because once it starts, it's kind of like you're on it and you really can't get off, so to speak. You can't get off the merry-go-round, but you can stunt your growth a little bit if you decide to kind of like check out and give up on it. Because you're both supposed to come into alignment in this quote-unquote, I have a lot going on about divine timing right now, but in divine timing, when it's divinely time for you both to come together in the 3D world, you kind of have to be on a trajectory and a time line that keeps you moving forward and moving along in your spiritual growth so that you can come into alignment with this person. And if you kind of like freak out or think it's not real or just get mad about the journey because you don't really know what's going on, you could decide to like, you know, screw that. I'm just going to go eat a, why are they giving me that? Dairy Queen Hunger Buster. I don't even go to Dairy Queen. Oh my God, that's funny. Dairy Queen Hunger Busters. Oh my God, my guides are so hilarious. The Pleiadians are cracking me up. If you decide to check out for a little while, then in a sense, you kind of get yourself off track, and you need especially you need a specific teacher, guru, shaman, medicine person, energy healer, somebody to help you stay on track. And that's kind of the goal of this channel, is to be that safe space, that safe harbor for you, and to help give you the confirmation that you need to not give up. We get back to Jack Black and do not give up. All right. So for you, you're very grounded with this tree. What kind of tree is this? It's very hard to say. But you're an elemental. You're my little elemental souls. You're not starseeds necessarily. I think you're more like, you resonate more with the fae and trolls and dragons and unicorns and herbalism and you know, you're my tree huggers, like me. I love trees. Your friends are the trees. And you've been doing a lot of work academically. So I feel like you may be my college people, because your person is out of college. So they may be in the 5 to 10 years older than you range. And you're still working on your academic studies. And, you know, over the next 3 months, you may begin to question your plan for your life moving forward. You may start to wonder, like, as you open up more to who you really are in the world, you may be in the world. There's this umbrella. As you open up more to who you are in the world, you realize that you're not, again, we're saying that the Twin Flame is not a niche community. And yeah, they're giving me big chills there. You may be like this person under the umbrella, and there's all this raindrops falling around you, and you may be like, I'm not your average raindrop. Like Yogi Bear. I'm not your average raindrop. And you may start to question, like, do I really want to go into like my dad's business, or my, you know, follow my mom's footsteps as a horticulturalist? That's like very specific. So over the next 3 months, they said you're the one kind of doing some more soul searching and with a more grounded approach on kind of what you feel like your future is. So I think you're going to be getting a lot of nudges from Spirit about, you know, hey, look at this, look at tarot, look at some herbalism classes, look at some shamanic studies. You may be guided to take some side class or something that has to do more with like paganism or druidism, or all really fun classes. And you're just being guided to follow what feels good to you, and know that when the time is right, Mr. or Miss Twin Flame y'all are going to align, and that person will reveal themselves to you, you know, who they are. You will be given the gift of coming into reunion in the 3D after possibly a very long, many lifetimes separation from having been together in the physical 3D world. Although you feel this person immensely in your heart, you know, it's been a long time coming back together. And it sounds like this is the lifetime where you're being given the gift of coming back into reunion with this person. And your advice for the next 3 months is to continue your studies and your work, but to be open to receiving guidance and a little bit of redirection, possibly, to think about some other things that might light you up and bring you joy that aren't necessarily, your typical 3D work career choices for most people. So that's quite interesting. You both have a lot going on. No timelines stated here about, when this is all going to happen, because you've got really one more wave to go. We've got a wave 3, which is our kind of the preparatory wave for coming into reunion. That's when you're like really, really close to meeting your person in 3D. So you're still in wave 2, but they're not giving us any timelines. I don't think this is happening within the next 3 months. And that's another big part of the wave 2 journey, is like just continuing to keep going and going and going, knowing, it's someday soon, but it may not be this year. It may be next year or the following. And can you carry on and continue to follow the soul plan that Spirit is nudging you towards, to get you to that point where you come into alignment with this other being, this other soul, your twin, and, it just takes a little bit more time sometimes. But you're on the right track, you're on the right path. But with this next 3 months, I think you're going to be starting to get new information, new guidance, some cool new ideas and things are going to start opening up to you about some other ways, other things that you could be doing to kind of, fall in love with your life, so to speak. So let's see, they want me to get one final card for you. Okay, from Shaman's Drum. This is my deck, Shaman's Drum. One final card for pile 2. Oh, another pile got this card. Powwow. Come together in celebration of your life. Join with others in a heartfelt dance. Yes, and Thistle. Preserve and protect our lands. Earth Guardians unite. I told you guys, you are my Earth Guardians. I think you're going to start coming into more of your purpose as a light worker, as a star seed, as a twin flame. When I get this Thistle card, it's all about working with the elementals. You're my like gatekeepers, grid keepers. You may be guided or gifted a piece of property or space or land or park area that you energetically take care of, and gift to the elementals and help pick up around, pick up. Like every time I work with the elementals, they always just start showing me the trash to pick up. No, never fails. It never fails. So you may be getting, and powwow, I think, is the elementals working with you very closely to help bring you into alignment with who you are as a Earth Guardian during this very auspicious new Earth now type of time frame. And if you're working with me or you resonate with my work, then we work a lot. We work here, the work of myself and my guides is to bring in the new Lemurian light codes. We've got other people that handle Atlantis. It's not me. But working with the Lemurian energy, so the energies of the lost lands of Lemuria, which is also to me personified through the Hawaiian Islands. And so I do a lot of work with the Hawaiian Islands. We've got a volcano erupting over there right now as of this recording. You may be drawn to go visit energetically or even physically some of those places and spaces where you will act as a grid keeper or an Earth Guardian. So lots of fun stuff coming up for you in the next 3 months. You might be so busy that you don't have a whole lot of time to think about this other person, but you're going to be given the time that you need to understand what's going on as a twin flame, while balancing that with some of these other cool things that are opening up to you. So overall, sounds like a very rewarding next 3 months. And we are going to leave it at that. We want to thank you all so much for joining us here. We will see you again soon. Take care. Hello, pile 3. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me here for yet another reading. I was telling the other piles, I'm having a problem with the focus on my phone. So I've ordered a new phone. I've had this phone for quite a while, 3 or 4 years. So it's time for a new phone. Hopefully we'll have a nice little upgraded experience the next video, but just bear with any weird focusing issues if you're watching the video. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you don't really care. But if you're in my pile 3, we got the card of be positive, bromeliad, I don't know. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. So this is all about the next 3 months and what's going on with you. So like we did for the other piles, we're going to draw some of these little loteria. It's my little twin sisters, my little twin flame girls. Some little fortune teller. I'm going to draw some of these little cards and throw them down here like little charms, little mini cards. What is going on for pile 3? Oh, you only got two of these. One of the other piles got a whole ton of these darn things. Okay, so you got el tambor, which is the drum. It's a little drum. I'd like a little drum like that. Look at that. Got a drum. And you got, what the heck is this? Dice. I don't know what that is. It's dice and the number 11. Oh, I love the guides. It's the number 11. So it's a dice with a 6 and a dice with a 5, but it breaks down to the number 11, which is our twin flame, one of our twin flame numbers. That and 22 are my big twin flame numbers. So 11, right? Equally balanced twins, a 1 and a 1. All right. And why is there so little to go on here? What's with just the be positive card and the drum and the dice? It just seems like what's happening over the next 3 months? Okay, I need some cards here. Which deck? Oh, they don't really have me do Shaman's Drum lately. Okay, let's do Shaman's Drum and a Twin Hearts card. I already know which wave you are, so it looks like our pick of cards always happen by waves. Let's see. So you got Soul Friend. In times of strain, you can begin again. A dear friend supports you in your time of need. Let's just get these cards out here before we start talking about the next 3 months. Okay, so you are, if you haven't figured it out yet, if you've watched any of the other piles, I don't think, no, you're my wave 3 people. You are my people who are, get ready to come into reunion. So very close to meeting your person in the 3D. This is my deck, Twin Hearts. And yeah, and you're getting very few cards, just one card, one little card. You got, yeah, look, you got, this is focus. I want to reconnect with you. Please don't shut me out. Yeah, you are my wave 3 people that are like, the guys keep saying, we know it's been a long journey. Can you just hold out a little bit longer? Because the time that they're saying the timing is perfect. The timing is perfect. What does that mean? All right, let's get an animal card. This is the Animal Kin Oracle. What do you mean the timing is perfect? I've been having a lot of discussions with the guides over the past couple of days about divine timing. I think is Saturn, as of the filming of this, which is right before the solstice in June. This is a timeless reading, but I think Saturn is in retrograde right now, and he's Chronos, or the timekeeper, and I've been having a lot of just wanting to understand divine timing more, and realizing that you almost can't, in a sense. Maybe I get into that here in a little bit more, and maybe I don't. We'll see what else comes out with this animal card. Oh, this another group got this. The water dragon, balance. They're saying you guys are in alignment already. I'm going to pull the camera back a little bit. You and your person are already in alignment with each other. This is what makes it so hard, because you may be getting a lot of confirmations that you're ready and that you're already in alignment with each other and that it should already be happening, and nothing's happening yet. And you're starting to lose faith and hope in a little bit, because you feel like maybe Spirit has done you wrong. I don't know, feeling like maybe Spirit's doing you dirty, like doing you wrong. Like, why are you, why are you, why are you doing this to me? Right? Is what I'm getting. And the advice in the original card that you chose was be positive. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. Oh, this is my divine timing one. Okay, I've been like, not dreading this, but this wave 3. This drum is like not doing anything here. It's like a drum, and the drumsticks, there's 2 perfect sticks right above it, but nothing's happening with the drum. It's not being played. The sticks are kind of above the drum. So that's perfect alignment of the sticks. The 11 on the dice is perfect alignment. You've got balance and alignment down at the bottom. And you've got both parties, both souls saying they're ready to reconnect. With this, I want to reconnect with you. Please don't shut me out. And this soul friend card, a dear friend supports you in time of need. You're both being supported energetically in the 5D by your guides, because they understand that you are at a point in your journey where you are kind of starting to question, just starting to have a lot of questions about time. And it comes up because you keep getting confirmation over and over and over again that you're in alignment, that you're ready, that, you know, the time is very, very soon coming, but still nothing's happening. And you're using all of your, you know, spiritual tools, like try to stay positive. You know, you probably got some Abraham Esther Hicks on the thing, or you're doing some rampages of appreciation, and you've probably got, you know, you're doing your energy clearing, like you're all tip top, and you're in tip top shape. So you may have been like started a new workout routine, a new eating routine, and that's kind of when I think you are getting close. You know, you're getting really close. Is you feel like you're at the top of your game. You feel like you're really in shape, physically, mentally, emotionally. You're in perfect alignment with yourself, your own divine masculine, your divine feminine energy, and that means that your twin is in perfect alignment with themselves and with you. So time, the timekeeper, the chronos, the divine timing, as we always hear it called, is the thing that is, they're saying, purposely holding you in a period of stasis right now, with those drumsticks being up in the air on the little drum card, and the dice on the dice card are kind of appear to be up in the air as well. Like they're almost floating in the air. And so you have been put in a period of stasis on purpose. Okay, why? Why is this? Because, so you're not going to have a whole lot of cards. You're going to have a little bit of a TLC for the Soul Love Land Tarot pep talk. You're in stasis on purpose so that you can be all right with where you're at. So you can come into a place of deep peace and understanding about the journey, and so that you can prepare for this other soul to come into your life. And what that means is, at the most basic, and they're like, you may have heard it 100 times and you may be like, that's all I've got to do. And I heard it last night. I actually had a video, a little thing from Esther and Abraham Hicks come on, and Esther's like, you just have to like be in love with your life and love where you're at, and keep doing your rampages of appreciation, and just try to be, as you know, happy more often than not. And kind of like, that's all there is to it. And so you are being asked to hold yourself in that space of trust, alignment, working on your own soul mission and your soul purpose. And okay, those are all good, but I have to go back to the divine timing thing. So what does that mean? So they're saying it's nothing with the other person not being ready. It has nothing to do with you not being ready. They're calling it the preparedness zone. So I'm calling this time, this next 3 months, or possibly sooner, the preparedness zone, where you will come into the peace that surpasses all understanding. You're just going to start coming into this like peace in your heart, this acceptance of where you're at, this deep knowing and faith and trust that this whole thing is real, and this person's really coming. And they're saying you're still going to question, like, why do we need more time then? That's the big unanswered question, is like, why do we need more time then? If everything's fine, if everything's ready, if everybody's ready, why do we need to wait longer? And they're saying it's because you need to allow the magic to unfold. Now they're pointing me back to some research I was doing on Scald's Net, which is weir word or whatever, the Norse, the Norse, what is it, you guys? Like not really a rune, but the Norse symbol of Scald's Net, which is the fates, the weaving of your life through past, present, and future, and that everything happens according to plan. And it's not a willy-nilly plan. It's a plan that at a point in time, everything will unfold as it's supposed to. And until that point in time, you get to be in the ready mode. You don't know when because part of the magic is you don't know when that time will come. It's supposed to be a surprise, supposed to be magical. And when you open up to the magical realms, which are very high vibe realms, vibrating at the joy, bliss, gratitude level, faith and trust level, then the physical 3D time does not kind of play out in that realm, in that relational reality, in that space of beingness. And you're just supposed to like trust source. And it sounds so easy that you would think it would be easy. But after possibly many, many years on this journey, it can still be really, really hard for a human mind, they're saying, to wrap itself around the fact that it really is going to happen. It's really going to take place. You've really you've already graduated. They're saying you're just being held in the suspended state on purpose until you recognize that it's all about the magic, until you feel the love in your heart, until you feel in love with your life, until you feel happy in the moment, until you know that a wish will be granted, until you trust that Source has your back, until you give in to the love and joy that's all around you in this now. And until you do, then you will be in a suspended state. not indefinitely, they're saying, but this is to teach you several things. One, about the power of God, the power of source, and the power in God's plan. Two, because you could possibly be at some point in the future, part of your soul mission could be, like we are here on this channel, to talk to other twin flames about the twin flame journey and to help them through their own twin flame journey. And as such, you have to understand the nuances of all of the waves of the journey. And wave 3 is not just about being in alignment with your twin and coming into reunion. There is this magical state of being that has to happen first. And how long you stay there is up to you, and how you can, I just saw 15:55, how you, on the timer, how you can stay positive and be in those happier states more often than not. That's not to say that things aren't going to get you down and all that, but you don't dwell there because you know how to pull yourself up and out of it. And until you do, you're in a little bit of a, what's the word? It's like you're standing on the wings of a stage, like getting ready to go on stage for the big number, the big finale, and you're right at the curtain on the side of the stage, and you're almost ready to step out on stage, and the director or whoever it is, the set director, puts their arm out and says, I need you to give me 5 deep breaths, a Hail Mary, jump up and down 3 times, and skip to the loo or something. And you do all those things, and then you're like really laughing and you don't really care. And then at that point, at some point, the little gate goes up, and the guide, I'll call it a spirit guide, or your angel, or your twin flame guide, kind of from both sides of the stage, kind of pushes you both out there into the middle, and then that's the moment that you're able to come into 3D reunion with this person. So it's like you're so close. You're so close. So just watch your thoughts. Watch your, just watch yourself. And you may find too that you're kind of energetically pulled back from that person a little bit, because when they're showing me this, it's like you're on one side of the stage, they're way over on the other side of the stage, and the other doesn't know the other's kind of there, almost like a surprise meeting in the middle. So you may be pulled back energetically from them for a little bit, because I know it can be really, really hard to keep getting all those confirmations that they're there, and they're still not there. All the 222s and all the signs and all of that. So Spirit is just pulling those back a little bit. You may not see as many of those during this time, to help you focus on yourself and your attitude of gratitude and your positivity and your own, just noticing the magic in the world that's all around you. So it's not a punishment. It's a preparedness point, not a phase, a preparedness point. And you're just being a little, they're saying you're being a little guided and protected through this special little, like almost there part. So your guides are still with you. You haven't fallen off the path and nothing's wrong. They do keep saying that within 3 months, within 3 months could be tomorrow. It could be next Friday. It could be 2 months from now. So keep up the good work on your, staying high vibe as best you can, knowing this is coming, not doubting yourself or the journey, and just know that the best is yet to come. They're not going to fake you out at the last minute and be like, ha ha, you're not going to get to meet your person after all that hard work, forget you. It is happening. Let's just do the best we can in this mini little It's not even a waiting room. It's like you're on the stage. It's just the only thing that's holding you back is like your guide's arm kind of there saying, nope, wait, you can't go just yet. You got a couple little more things to do for me first. And then you'll be able to move forward. So you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. If you need any words of reassurance or whatever, you want to schedule or book some time with me, quick little, 30 minutes, reach out and we can get together and, talk you off the ledge or whatever. So let me see if the guides have anything else. Okay, they want me to draw a Mystic Martian card for you, and then we'll call it a reading. Okay. It's a Mystic Martian deck by Lisa Porter. One final says you didn't have very many cards because you don't have a lot. I have a very peaceful next 3 months, I think. I think there's other stuff going on in other areas of your life, but this pile is really, the big focus is on your reunion happening. And so your positivity and your outlook kind of shapes everything else that's going on around you right now. And right now, your positivity and your outlook could be impacted by the fact that something's not happening yet with this whole twin flame thing, which could throw off other areas of your life. So it's not just staying positive and doing and following the advice and the homework that you've been given for this pile. It's because it affects your twin flame reunion, but the lower energy and emotions that could crop up during this time could also impact other areas of your life. So let's see, you've got, oh, look, see here. They're like, here, you want a little confirmation. Here's card number 22 to do the Galactic Federation, collaboration, meetings, and community. And you got card number 5, the Anunnaki, with controlling, drama, and conflict of interest. So I think that's just exactly what we were saying is, stay in contact with your guides. They're kind of trying to do it in a funny way here, but stay in contact with your guides. Don't give up. Don't fall into that, what is it, like the fives kind of thinking. When we get the fives cards in the tarot, it's kind of all about conflict. It's like, don't fall into, in this case, a conflict of interest by thinking something's wrong. Trust the guidance that you're receiving. Stick with your guides. They are on your side. They are not working against you here, even though you might question that, like, are you going to, what? They're saying some past life stuff could come up too here, where maybe you thought you were going to come into reunion with your twin in a past life and something kind of thwarted that from occurring. Maybe it just wasn't in the soul plan. Maybe there was really, they're saying black magic. So that there could have been, something that thwarted that plan from actually happening. They're saying black magic. And so you then were not able to reunite or come into reunion with your twin in that lifetime. And that brought up some feelings of not trusting the universe and not trusting your guides because you felt like somehow they let you down. That was all a big, long learning experience to get you to where you're at now. So if any of those weird past life things come up, clear those the best that you can. Disintegrate those things. Work with your energy healer or an energy healer to get rid of those. But I think it's not new information. I think you have had inklings or probably even know about these past lives where these things happened. But this whole thing maybe will be a little bit, with this Saturn in retrograde, these retrogrades coming up, this whole thing about trusting your guides could come up again to kind of bite you a little bit. Like, you just want to keep me from my twin. Or you may feel this PTSD from this whole past life trauma thing because it's very painful to be physically separated from your twin. And you could feel like, you were, like your guides were working against you in a past lifetime. And you could have this little bit of passive aggressive with your guides, and the universe, or whoever you want to call her, the angels, whatever, well, you kept me from my twin in the past. Why did you let that happen? There could be a little bit of distrust going on that has to be rectified. through some forgiveness techniques, I don't know, meet your guides and do some ho'oponopono, because guides would never purposely do something to, they're not like a bad guy, trying to like psychically attack you or something. Like, your guides are here for your own soul's growth and your own soul's evolution. So if something happened in a past life to kind of thwart a plan for you to come together with your twin, it wasn't like your guides were doing that. Okay, so I think you may have to go into a little bit of some past life regression or discussion with your guides about what happened in that lifetime, and let them help you understand from their perspective about why things happened the way they did. And you've been spending a lot of this lifetime regaining trust in yourself and trust in your guides. So we're not going to throw all of that to the wayside, because it's coming back up again to be readdressed. Just do what you can, but know that nobody here is against anybody. And it seems like this is the lifetime where you are going to, have your comeuppance, so to speak, on anything that happened in past lives, where you're finally able to come back together again. So let's enjoy that. Let's keep the high vibes going, and let's work to clear anything that's of a lower vibrational state. Get back into that receptive mode. So that is all that we have for you, friend. Keep up the good work. You're almost there. And we will see you all again soon. Take care.